Hi guys. Trying to do this without little one over there trying to join in, which he has done for the last 2 takes. So very quickly, light is a bit funny because I had to put all the blinds down because the sun is streaming in. You can see that coming through so blindingly that you would literally not see me, or more importantly, you wouldn't see what I'm about to show you. So blinds down, light on. Hope this works. Right, the bag I'm about to show you is another vintagey one. Well, don't know how old, and I'd never seen it before. Well, there we go. Anyway, show you. Apparently it's called a Leigh satchel, but it's not very satchely. It's more like a tote. So I don't know whether somebody just called it a satchel or whether it really is called a satchel or whatever. But this is what I was told. The colour is sort of almost like the raspberry, I think, and it's quite a smooth leather with almost no grain on it, and it splits down here into these 2 different flaps, and you will see in a minute why that is. And basically at the top you just have these really nice chunky rolled handles, which are knotted at the end. As handles, and with that drop, now if I don't wear a coat, it is actually really comfortable on my shoulder. So let's just do measurements quickly before we unload. The drop of the handle is 23 centimeters. So considering that a base water is typically between 17 and 19, I think you will see, which would probably be sort of here, you will see or you will understand that this would be more comfortable on the shoulder. It's quite a long, like a north-south design rather than an east-west, if you see what I mean. Now, the bag itself is essentially sort of in 3 parts. You've got a zip on the front, and I would say this is the front because you've got the Mulberry feature zip here. You've got a zip on the back, which just has a little leather tag, and you've got a main compartment in the middle. Now, and I was talking to you about these little flaps here at the bottom, and that's essentially what the zip here gives you. So if I open the front, we'll just unload, and then you can see. No, sorry, measure, right? Shh, don't let me get away without measuring first. Width, we get the widest part, which would be at the bottom here. Width is about 34 centimeters. Across the middle, maybe a tiny bit less, but it's hard to measure it like this because she's bulged out. So 34. This is going really well, isn't it? It's like candid camera or something. 34 centimeters wide, 38 centimeters high, and that's from this lip here. And depth-wise, again, it's not that easy because it's like, how long is a piece of string? So at the moment, so it's about 13 centimeters deep, and that's like here kind of thing, but you could put in more and then it would be even deeper. So, as I said, let's have a look what's in there. So we're going to start on the front pocket. Now, I've loaded this up essentially because I'm going to nip into town and I need to run a few errands, and I'm also currently researching cars. So I'm going to pop and have a cup of coffee somewhere, maybe go for a test drive if that ever materialises. And so I've loaded it up for that purpose essentially. I always take a shopping bag, so we've got a shopping bag in there. Always also take tissues, so we've got some tissues. And there I can show you that this front pocket is massive. So it's just a zip open at the front, but anything that's reasonably flat or even that's not so flat, you could get tons into this front pocket. So there, it's lined in that, how do you call that? It's a sort of self-striped structured fabric. Can't remember what it's called. Like a grosgrain kind of thing. Right, on the back zipped pocket, what did I put in there? I've forgotten. Alright, because I thought I might get a bit bored of cars and I still haven't looked at this. This is the new Borden catalogue, and yeah, I wanted to find some time to look at this. And again, on the back here you can see we've got that pocket runs the whole way down to the bottom of the bag, massive. And then inside we have my phone, which has been going off, my purse, which is a Mulberry French purse in oak, and it's currently full of change and not much else. We have got my normal power purse, where I currently bunk everything in. I've got various bits of tablets in there, allergy tablets and headache tablets and whatnot. I've got some tissues in there, my work phone, my normal recharge power pack thingy, tampons, headphones, cables, all kinds of stuff, and some change. I need to tidy that up. I've also got my, how do you call it, where my pens are in there? My pencil case, thank you. Pencil case in there. And I've got my Naked Cow Fodori with the field note size inserts to take notes, especially since I'm researching cars, so I need to remember things. That's why I took my pencil case as well, so I might want to colour code things and stuff. And then I've got a couple of car magazine, car guide, what car, and there you go, an Audi brochure. And then inside, where I've just got my phone from, is essentially a slip pocket, and then inside is also a zip pocket. And again, we've got a really big zip pocket because it runs the entire, almost the entire width. It runs, you can't see it in that light, but it runs from here to here, and it runs, how deep is it? Oh, what have I got in there? I've got in there, oh, we've got the care card, so I can tell you a bit more about this in a minute. My train ticket, my lip cream, and my inhaler that I always carry with me. Just let me see how deep this goes. Measure it, shall I? It's almost 20 centimeters deep. So it doesn't run the whole length of the bag, but it's quite deep, and it's almost as wide as the bag. And there we go, we should have something on here. It's smooth matte leather, so there we go. As I said, very little grain on it, so yes, smooth it is indeed. Tell you what we'll do now, we'll measure the width again, since it's all flat, and since we don't have to make any allowance for it being bulged out. So the width at the widest point actually comes up as 36 centimeters now. Across the middle, about 35.5 centimeters. So there we go. I know this was really chaotic. I'm just glad he didn't join in. And this was Mulberry Leigh Satchel, apparently, or tote. Hope you found this useful. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.